Okay. So 16 to 25 we discussed with the homework transactions effects in the beginning. And all of you check whether you have got it correct or not in the homework notebook. You would have already done that. So now you can also write it in fair if you want. Purchase goods by paying cash 30,000. What is the first question you all have to ask to ourselves?
What
What's
comes
comes
in?
in?
What comes in? And answer to that would be your first effect, right? What comes in, the answer to that would be your first effect. So if purchase goods, if we are purchasing goods, then can we say goods comes in?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you all able to get this effect correct? Goods comes in.
Yes,
And that
sir.
will affect which account? When we purchase goods, we call it as which account?
Purchase account.
Purchases account. Okay. And purchase account word is only to be used when we purchase
Goods.
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 If other item is purchased, then you write the name of that asset only. Then we are purchasing goods by paying cash. So if you ask the second question to yourselves, what second question? What
Goes out.
goes out?
Cash
All of
goes
you
out.
check your answers, okay?
Affects
All of
cash.
you will be checking your answers. If you ask this question, what goes out, you'll get the answer. Cash
Cash goes out.
goes out. Because we have purchased goods by paying cash. So cash goes out and that will affect which account?
Cash account.
Cash account. Cash goes out will affect cash account. Now, if you try with 17th, purchase 100 shares of Tata Motors at 300 per share. Again, what is the first question we will ask to ask? What comes in? Now, here what comes in?
Shares comes.
Yes.
Shares comes
Of
in.
Tata Motors comes in. Now, over here, some people have done mistake. What mistake? In the name of account? When shares
Share.
comes in, the name of account will be shares account
Shares account.
or investment in shares account. Either you will call it as shares account or you will call it as investment in shares account. So, Ishika, Abdullah, and Dhruv, when do we use the word purchase? When you purchase goods, commodities in which you do business. Like I said in the last lecture, that stationery shop owner does business of stationery, so for him stationery is goods. Okay, cloth merchant does the business of clothes, so for him clothes are goods. Correct? Here we are purchasing shares and we are not share brokers, so shares is not goods for us. Here we will call shares account itself. So when will we use the word purchase? Only when you purchase goods. Is that clear to all of you, those who had done mistakes? Any doubt in that? Then further, second question we ask to ourselves, what goes out? We are purchasing the share, so will we pay the money or not?
Cash goes out.
Yes.
Yes, paying
Cash
the
account.
cash goes out affects cash account. Cash goes out, so it will affect cash account. Sold obsolete laptop for rupees 5,000. Here also some people had done mistake. First of all, what comes in?
Cash comes in.
Cash.
Yes, we are selling the laptop, so will we receive the money or not? We are selling the laptop means we will receive the money. So cash comes in the business and that will affect which account?
Cash
Cash
account.
Cash. And second effect, we are selling the laptop. So what goes out?
Laptop.
goes out.
Now here some people have done mistake. What goes out is laptop goes out. So it will affect laptop account, not sales account. Some of you had written sales account. Purchase and sales word will be used only for goods.
Goods.
Purchase and sales word will be used only exclusively for goods, not for anything else. So over here we are going to write laptop only. Next, paid electricity bill. Now here also some of you had done mistake. Paid electricity bill. So basically, first, what comes in? Service comes in. Do we get the service of MGVCL or not? All of you?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
So when service comes in, we will say some expense is involved. Service comes in means you will say electricity is an
Expense.
expense.
Affects cash account.
Okay,
Oh,
electricity is
expense
an expense.
Electricity account.
Affects electricity account or electricity expense account or electricity bill account. Anything is correct. And second effect, if you ask to yourselves, what goes out? We are paying the money.
Cash goes out.
Cash.
Cash goes out. Affects.
Cash account.
Cash account.
Now 20th, purchase goods of 10,000 for cash. So first question we ask to ourselves, what
Comes in.
Comes in.
comes in? Now here
Goods.
what comes in?
Goods.
Goods comes in and affects which account?
Purchase.
Purchases account.
Account. What comes in? Goods comes in and affects
Purchase.
purchases account. And effect to what goes out?
Cash.
Cash.
For cash. So what goes out? Cash goes out.
Affects cash.
And cash goes out will affect which account?
Cash.
Cash account.
Cash account. Is every one of you clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Now received commission of 2,000 on sale of goods. Here also some of you have done mistake. First of all, what comes in? We have received the money.
Money.
Yes,
Cash.
Cash comes in.
Cash comes in.
We have received commission means cash comes in, and that will affect which account?
Cash
Cash
account.
Cash
Cash
account.
account.
And effect to what goes out. Now when will we receive the commission? When we have given some services.
Service.
So you'll say service goes out, and service goes out means you have to mention which income is earned. Commission
Commission.
is an income. Service goes out means you have to mention commission is an income, and it will affect which account?
Sales.
Commission.
Account. Commission is received on sale of goods. Sale of goods is a different transaction. Here we are not talking about sale of goods. Here we are talking about the receiving of commission on sale of goods. Sale of goods exclusively when it is given to you, you will say goods goes out. But this transaction is not talking about sale of goods. This transaction is talking about receiving of commission. So here commission is an income and you will not write in second effect goods goes out. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Received a change of 2,000 in exchange of currency note. Many of you have left this transaction. It is a non-economic transaction. Why it is a non-economic transaction? Yes, basically you are just exchanging the currency notes. That's it. You are giving 2,000 rupees to someone and maybe in exchange you are taking 100 rupees 20 notes. Against 2,000 you are taking 100 rupees 20 notes. So that cannot be considered as a transaction. Did you understand that, everyone? Okay, because
Yes,
you are giving 2,000 and again you are getting 2,000 itself or not? You are giving 2,000 currency note and again you are in exchange getting 100 rupees 20 notes or maybe 500 rupees 4 notes. You are making a change of that. So that is considered as a non-economic transaction. Neither from your business any money goes out nor in your business any money comes in. The position remains same. Okay, the position remains same. You are giving 2,000 and you are also getting 2,000. Is that clear to every one of you? Okay, so this type of transaction is considered to be non-economic transaction. Now sold machinery. So if we have sold machinery, what will come in?
Cash comes in.
Cash.
Cash.
Cash comes in because we will receive the money. So what is cash comes in and that will affect which account?
Cash
Cash account.
Cash account. And effect 2, we have sold machinery. So what goes?
Machinery goes out.
Machinery goes out.
Machinery goes out. And that will affect which account?
Machinery account.
Machinery account.
Machinery account. Machinery goes out affects machinery account. Some of you have written sales account over here. Again, to make the correction. Sales word will be used only when goods are sold. Here machinery is sold, so we will call machinery account only. Now paid rent of 40,000 for office premises. So what comes in? We are paying the rent means
Services.
yes,
Service comes.
Yes, are we using the services of that property or not, which we have taken premises?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here you will say
Yes.
service comes in. And then I told you whenever service comes in, you have to identify which expense is incurred.
Rent
Rent.
account.
So rent is an expense. And
Expense.
that will affect which account?
Rent
Rent
account.
account.
Rent is an expense, will affect the rent account. Okay. And second effect, what goes out? Now we have paid rent, so what goes out?
Cash goes out.
Cash.
Goes out.
Cash goes out. We are paying the money. So second effect is cash goes out. And that affects which account?
Cash account.
Cash account. Is that clear to every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the last homework transaction. Received commission of 5,000 on sale of goods is exactly similar to this 21st.
Yes, sir.
Only
Yes,
amount is
sir.
different. So can I say same two effects will take place?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So first effect, what comes in?
Cash comes in.
Cash comes in. Affects which account?
Cash account.
Cash account.
What comes in? Cash comes
Cash account.
in. Affects cash account. And effect two, what goes out?
Goods goes out.
No. Here the transaction is not.
Service goes out.
Service goes out.
This portion has no relevance. What is important is we are receiving commission. So when will we receive the commission? When we have given services. So services goes out and that will affect. Okay, whenever service goes out, you need to mention which income is earned. Commission. So commission is an income and that will affect which account?
Commission.
Commission account.
Is this clear to every one of you?
Yes.
Now all of you take out your notebooks. We will first take up with two new terms. All of you write down the fifth term, that is goods. Now see what are goods. Be attentive. Goods is that item in which you do your business. Goods are those items in which you do your business. Okay. Apple company, all of you are aware about that. Steve Jobs, Apple company. Which are the items in which they do their business? Can you name few products of Apple company?
So MacBook.
MacBook, then
iPhone.
iPhone, then
iPad.
iPad, MacBook, iPhone, iPad,
AirPods.
earpods, AirPods,
iMac.
Sir, Apple Pen.
Apple Pen, along with iPad, HomePods also. Now,
Speaker.
all these are considered to be goods for Apple company. All these are considered to be goods for Apple company. Did you understand this? Now, one more thing, for Apple company, they are goods, not for us. For us, they are assets. What are same things for us?
Assets.
That's
Okay. Apple company is making those products for selling it. Are we buying them for selling it or for using it?
using it.
Or using it.
For using it. So for Apple company, it's an asset, but for us, sorry, Apple company, it's goods, but for us, it is an asset. Now, Apple company has dealers in Baroda. Apple company like iVenus is there at OP Road. So for iVenus also, it is goods because they are buying it from Apple and selling it to us. They are not buying it for their own use. Okay, but for the final consumer, it is not a goods. For the final consumer, it is considered to be an asset. Do you all understand this thing? Now, Vadodara Central, all of you have seen in Vadodara.
Yes, sir.
What things do you find over there? Majorly
Clothes.
clothes. Now for Vadodara Central, what are those clothes?
Goods.
Goods.
Goods. But for us, those clothes are not goods.
Asset.
Assets.
Yeah, we can consider it asset, we can consider it expense also. For us, we can consider it as a regular expense also. Are you all able to understand this portion? All of you have seen this Chroma, Reliance Digital, which keep these electronic items. Now,
Yes, sir.
for this Chroma, Reliance Digital, what is this refrigerator, microwave, oven, television? They all
Goods.
are goods
Goods.
because they are buying those things for selling it. But when we buy those refrigerator or television and bring it at home, for us it is an
Expense.
Asset.
asset. For us that becomes an asset. Okay. So what is goods? The items in which you do your business. The items in which you do your business means you trade in that item. What do you mean by the word trade? Buying and
Buy and sell.
Selling.
trade means buying and selling, means you buy that and sell that again and again. The frequency of buying and selling that products is very high. We may buy it and sell it but once in 10 years, but they buy and sell that thing every day on day-to-day basis. Is that clear to every one of you? Okay.
Yes.
Now in accountancy, whenever goods are purchased, we will simply call it as purchase account. Whenever goods are purchased, we will simply call it as
Purchaser.
purchase account. Whenever goods are sold, we will simply call it as
Sales account.
sales
Sales
account.
account.
Okay. If purchased goods are returned back, purchase return account. If sold goods are returned back,
Sales return account.
sales return account. Okay. But if you buy television, television account. That is not goods. If you buy car, car account. If you buy machinery, machinery account. If you buy furniture, furniture account. Why? How many times will you buy car in a year? Once in few years. How many times will you buy goods in a year?
Multiple times.
Several times will we buy it in a year or not? So every time we buy goods, we need not write purchase goods, 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 goods. We'll simply write purchase. That's it. But car you purchase once in a while, so you need to mention car account. How many times do you sell goods in a year? So every time you need not write sold goods, sold goods, sold goods. We'll simply write sales. But how many times would you sell furniture? Once in 4-5 years. So there particularly you write which account? Furniture account. Did you understand this logic, everyone? So whenever goods are purchased, we will write purchase account. Whenever goods are sold, we will write sales account. But other than goods, if any items is purchased, then you'll write the name of that item itself in the account. Other than goods, if you purchase or sell any item, you will write the name of that item itself in the account. So we'll write that in the notebook. So write down in that goods are commodities or items in which business trades. What do you mean by trading?
Buy and sell.
Buy and
Sell.
buy and sell frequently. Did you understand this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For example, for a stationery shop owner, stationery is goods. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, for a cloth merchant, clothes are goods. So is everyone clear up till here? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Now here one important point is whenever goods are purchased, whenever goods are purchased, it will be simply called as purchases. Is this clear? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Same way, whenever goods are sold, it will be simply called as what?
Sales. Sales.
It will be simply called as sales. Is every one of you clear up till here? Did I unmute yourself? Now everyone listen carefully. Hriday, suppose you buy, let us say, a house of around 80 lakh rupees. Okay? How would you pay the money? Will you be able to pay 80 lakhs upfront immediately?
No, sir.
So how would you pay that money of 80 lakhs?
By taking loan?
Exactly. Do you all agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you buy a home of 80 lakhs, then would you repay it or pay that money instantly, immediately, or generally what happens out of 80 lakhs, some down payment, maybe 10 lakhs odd money you'll be able to pay immediately. And then remaining 70 lakhs, you will borrow loan from the bank, and that maybe you will repay over the next 10, 15 or 20 years period of time. Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
can I say that remaining of out of 80 lakhs, if you pay 10 lakhs, remaining 70 lakhs is to be paid over the next 15 years? It is still payable. Can I say it is still payable for us? And some amount we keep on paying, that payable amount keeps on decreasing. But for the next 15, 20 years, we still have to pay that money.
Yes.
In business, such a term is called liability. In business, such a term is called
Liabilities.
liability. Okay, what we owe to pay to others, debts, those debts which we still have to pay to others. Is this clear to every one of you? Okay, so liability is the next term. All of you write down in your notebooks. Sixth term, liability. Now, what is liability? All of you repeat after me. Any amount.
Any amount.
Any amount.
Every one of you repeat after me. Any amount
Any amount.
Any amount.
payable
Payable.
by the business is called liability.
By the
By the
business called
business.
liability.
Okay, simple. One word for liability is payable. What is one simple word for liability?
Payable.
Payable.
So any
Payable.
amount which is payable by the business is called liability. Okay, write down in your notebooks. Any amount. Amounts short form.
AMT.
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 Any amount payable by the business is called liability. Any amount payable by the business is called liability. So what is one single word for the liability?
Payable.
Payable. Okay. Now, understand there are two main types of liabilities. Did you all write up till here?
Yes, sir.
Now listen carefully. Janya,
Yes, sir.
suppose I buy goods from the market. Goods means something which you buy again and again and you sell again and again. So if you buy goods from the market on credit, then how much credit period will the supplier give you maximum?
Immediate.
Yes,
If the goods are bought, then he will give you immediate.
Means how much credit if we talk about days or weeks or months? What is the maximum credit he will generally give you? A vague idea about that. Suppose
So
you go,
15 years.
huh?
Maximum is 15 years.
15 days or 1 month or 2 months. Even 2 months credit can be given, right? But will he give you a credit of 4-5 years? You go and buy a television from the market. He can give you a credit of 15 days or 1 month. Will you tell him that I'll pay the money after 2 years? No. So can I say that this type of credit which the supplier gives us, we have to pay the money in a short period of time immediately only?
Yes.
Yes.
But on the contrary, that loan example which I had taken, that money we have to pay over a long period of time, 15 to 20 years. So there are two types of liability: short term, long term. In accountancy, remember, what is the thin line of distinction between short term and long term? 1 year. What is the thin line of distinction between short term and long term? 1 year. Anything which is a short lived, less than 1 year, is called short term. And anything which spreads over more than 1 year is called long term. Okay, in accountancy. So what is the thin line of distinction between short term and long term? Anything in accounting, not only from liabilities point of view, in other terms also remember this. Anything in accounting is considered short term if the lifespan is less than 1 year. And if the lifespan is more than 1 year, then it is considered long term. Is this clear to every one of you? Okay. So any money which you have to pay, what is liability? Payable. What is liability? Payable. If the amount is payable within 1 year, it is called short-term liability or current liability. What is the other term for short-term liability?
Current liability.
Current. Why
Current.
current? Because you have to pay it in the current year. Why we say current? Because we have to pay it in the current year. Okay. And if the amount is payable after 1 year period of time, it is called long-term liability or non-current liability. Non-current means you don't have to pay it in the current year. You have to pay it after 1 year. So which are the two types of liabilities, every one of you?
Short term and long
Short
term.
term and long term.
Long term and short term.
Long term. Short term liability is also called
Current liability.
Current liability.
liability, and long term liability is also called
Non-current
Non-current.
Liability.
So write down. Liability can be classified in two types. Liability can be classified in two types. Below that, short term, or it is also called as current liability. And the other one is long term, or it is also called as non-current liability. Now, what is short term or current liability? Write down: amount payable within 1 year period of time. Okay, amount payable within 1 year period of time. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
And long term or non-current is amount payable after 1 year period of time. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Example: purchase of goods on credit. Because if you buy the goods, then the credit period will be maximum how many days or months or weeks? Few days or few months or few weeks only. But here borrowing of loan. If you borrow a loan, then that is for a long period of time. So that is a non-current liability. Is the term liability clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last lecture we studied the term of bank overdraft. What is bank overdraft?
Over withdrawal of money from the bank account.
Withdraw more than your bank. So is
Balanced.
that also a liability or not?
Yes.
If you have withdrawn more than what is lying in your bank balance, do we have to repay it back or not?
Yes.
Okay, this term we have studied yesterday, bank overdraft. Can you all see this?
Yes, sir.
If you withdraw more than the amount lying in your bank balance, then will it become your liability or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we have to pay it back to the bank. Okay. Now, is that a current liability or non-current liability?
Non-current.
Non-current liability.
It's a current liability. If you withdraw like 60,000 is lying in your bank account, you withdraw 1 lakh, then bank will not allow you 5-6 years to pay that 40,000. You have to pay it in 1 year only. That's a short-term credit given by the bank to you. Okay, that is a short-term credit which is given by bank to you. You have to pay it back to the bank in 1 year period of time itself. Do you all understand this portion, everyone? Okay.
Yes.
So write down here in this example, one more example you can write, bank overdraft. That is also an example of which liability?
Current.
Short-term liability or current liability. Worksheet 2 we take up, so in the notebook, after worksheet 1, okay, you can give the heading worksheet 2 and write some fundamentals first of all. What fundamentals? Something new we are going to study. So what is that something new? What did we study in worksheet 1? That effect 1 we will classify as what?
Comes in.
Comes in. And particularly if service comes in, then we can also get in the effect which?
Expense or
Expense is incurred.
income. Expense.
Now in addition to that, one more last aspect we will get. Who is the receiver? What is one more last aspect possible in exchange?
Who is the receiver?
This is the new aspect we study today. Okay. And effect 2. What did we already study so far? What?
Goes out.
Goes out. Every one of you have to write it in the notebook in the fundamental 2. Okay. Means leaving those 5-6 pages we have continued. Worksheet 1 there you have to write. And if service goes out, then we get which?
Income.
Now, one more new aspect what you will get from today is who is the giver. So what are the new points we study in today's worksheet?
Who is the receiver and who is the giver?
Who is the giver? Means every transaction now you will ask 3 questions to yourselves. How many questions?
3.
3 questions. What 3 questions you'll ask to yourself? First, you will ask to yourselves what comes in. First, you will ask to yourselves what
Comes in.
comes in. If you get the answer, well and good, your effect is over. If you don't get the answer, then you ask second question to yourself, which expense is incurred? If you don't get the answer of what
What comes in?
comes in, what question will you ask to yourself again?
Which expenses in?
Which expense is incurred? Is everyone able to follow that? Now, if you get the answer for that, well and good. Still, if you don't get the answer, ask the last question, who is the
Receiver.
you will get the answer in at least one of these 3. In at least one of these 3, you will always get the answer. Okay. Same way, to get the second effect, first you will ask what question to yourself?
What goes out?
What goes out? If you don't get the answer, what question you will ask?
Which income?
Which income?
Which income?
And if you don't get the answer for which income is earned, then what is the third question you'll ask to yourself?
Who is the
Who
giver?
is the giver?
Who is the giver?
Is that clear to everyone? So this is how now we will identify in worksheet 2 the effects. Sold goods to Disha for rupees 10,000. Name Disha is given means it's a
Credit transaction.
Credit transaction.
credit transaction. Credit transaction means the money is not yet paid by Disha. That's why we have to remember her name, that we still have to receive money from her. Did you understand this? So if I ask you what comes in, you cannot say cash comes in because it's which transaction?
Credit
Credit transaction. Now ask the next question to yourself. Do you find any expense incurred over here?
No.
No. So
No.
ask the third question. Do you get the answer of who is the receiver?
Yes.
Disha.
Yes.
Disha.
So effect 1 is Disha is the receiver. Effect 1 is Disha is the receiver. Affects Disha's account. Affects Disha's account.
Oh.
Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So you have to ask all 3 questions to yourselves and find which question would you get the answer. Now, what goes out?
Goods.
Goods goes out. So second effect, write down goods goes out. Goods goes out. Can I say affects sales account?
Yes.
Okay. Bought goods from Arjun 30,000. Arjun name is given means it's a credit transaction. Now if you ask the first question to yourself, what comes in? Then we get the answer goods comes in and that affects purchases account. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now once you get the answer for the first question, no need to ask the second and third question. When will you go to the second question?
When
When
the
will you go
first
to the second
question.
question? Which expense when you don't get the answer for first one? And when will you go for the third question?
When we don't have answer for second one.
Yes, when we don't get the answer for the first as well as for the second one. Is that clear to everyone? Now, what goes out? Will you say cash goes out?
No.
Will
No,
you
sir.
say
No.
cash goes out?
No.
No.
Why no?
Because it is a
Because it is
credit
a
Credit
transaction.
It is
transaction.
a credit transaction.
Ask the next question. Which income? Do we get the answer? Which income is earned?
No.
No.
Ask the third question. Who is the giver?
Arjun.
Arjun.
We have purchased goods from Arjun. So Arjun is the giver and that affects which account?
Arjun's account.
Account. So is everyone able to understand now? Little bit complicated. Therefore, first worksheet was beginner level and this one is which level?
Intermediate.
Intermediate level. Can you find that little more complications over here or not?
Yes, sir.
Every one of you? Next. Sold goods of 20,000 to Akash and received cash. Is it a cash transaction or a credit transaction?
Cash
Cash transaction.
transaction.
Cash
Write that
transaction.
in bracket first. Now, if it is a cash transaction, means money is already received or paid. Do we have to remember the name of Akash?
No.
Why we don't have to remember?
Because the money is already paid.
Yes, since the word is given received cash means we have already received the money. So now we don't have to remember Akash name. Is everyone clear with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ask the first question to yourself. What comes in?
Cash.
Cash comes in. We have received cash. Cash comes in affects
Cash account.
cash account. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you get the answer for that, do you need to ask second and third question?
No, sir.
By chance, if you ask the third question, what is the third question?
Who is the receiver?
Who is the receiver? Do you get the answer?
Yes.
But that is wrong. Akash is the receiver. Akash account is wrong. Why? Because we don't have to remember his name. We have already received the money. Is everyone clear with it?
Yes, sir.
You ask the question in this order only, you will not make a mistake. You ask the question first, second, and third, you will generally not make a mistake. Because in second and third, you will go only if the answer of first question is not received by you. Okay. Second question, what goes out?
Goods.
Goods.
We are selling goods, so goods goes out affects which account?
Sales
Sales
account.
account.
Sales account. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, paid for railway freight rupees 10,000. Which transaction is this?
Cash.
Cash.
Why? Which rule, first or second or third?
Second.
No, third rule. Railway freight is
Services.
service. Service is generally cash. Okay. Chalo. What comes in?
Service.
Service comes in means you will say railway freight is an expense.
Yes, sir.
We discussed yesterday in the last lecture rather that whenever service comes in there is an expense. So here railway freight is an
Expense.
expense and that affects which account?
Railways account.
Railway freight account. Now paid the money, so what goes out?
Cash.
Cash goes out. Affects which account? Cash account. So it can be mixture of two also. Can you see this? In the first one you can get this question. In the second one you can get this question also. Okay. Paid for electricity rupees 20,000. Cash transaction or credit?
Cash.
Cash transaction.
Why cash?
Service.
Service.
Service is involved. What comes in?
Service.
Service comes in. So which expense is incurred?
Electricity.
Electricity.
So in the effect you will write electricity is an expense.
Expense.
Affects which account?
Electricity account.
Electricity account or electricity expense account is also correct. And we are paying for it, so what goes out?
Cash.
Cash goes out. Affects
Cash account.
account. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Received interest of 10,000 on loan of 1 lakh at 10% interest. So Abdullah,
Yes, sir.
yes, first what is the question you'll ask to yourself?
What comes in?
Can you get the answer? What comes in? Okay, tell me, is it a cash transaction or a credit transaction?
Credit. Credit transaction.
How credit transaction?
It's on loan.
But we are receiving interest, it's an income. Receiving interest is an income. Income means it's a service. So cash transaction. Abdullah, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
You are receiving the interest on loan means bank gave you the service of loan against which, or maybe you gave the service of loan to someone. You are receiving the interest means you have given loan to someone. You are receiving an interest means you have given loan to someone. So he's paying you an interest. Okay. So services and incomes and expense are generally which transactions?
Cash transaction.
Cash. Now, what is the first question you'll ask to yourself?
What comes in?
So what answer do you get for what comes in?
Cash. Cash
The
comes
service goes
in.
out.
Yes, cash comes in. You are receiving the interest. Abdullah, 10,000 of interest you are receiving means will you receive 10,000 of money or not?
Yes, sir.
So cash comes in the business. What comes in the business?
Cash.
I hope you are able to understand.
Yes.
All of you write down cash comes in affects cash account. Now no need to ask the other two questions. You get the answer for the first one. Now in the second category, what is the first question you'll ask?
What goes out?
So what goes out over here?
Service.
If service goes out, you get the answer for second question. Which
Yes, sir.
income are you
Which
earning?
income?
What are you receiving?
Interest.
So can I say interest is your income?
Yeah. Interest account.
So which income is earned? Interest is an
Income.
income affects interest account
Interest
or interest
account.
on loan account.
Interest account.
Okay, you can write interest account also, or you can also write interest on
Loan.
loan. Is that clear, Abdullah?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if we say that in the sixth question, service goes out, so why are we not considering that as a
service goes out, but whenever service goes out, it will result into an income, as we have been doing yesterday also. So service goes out means you don't have to write service goes out, you have to write which income is earned. That's why that second question I have written.
Okay, sir.
If commodity goes out, you write commodity goes out. If service goes out, you answer the question which income is earned. Chalo, next. Okay, 7th. Neil, you try that. Purchase furniture for resale from Dinesh Furniture Mart rupees 3 lakhs.
Sir, it is a credit transaction
Okay, first of all, it's a credit transaction because
because the name is given.
the name is given. First of all, it's a credit transaction because name Dinesh Furniture Mart is given and the cash, check, words, etc. are not given. Now, first question, what will you ask to yourself?
What comes in?
You get the answer, what comes in?
Yes.
What comes in?
Furniture.
Yes,
Goods.
all right.
Sir, for it's for resale.
Yes, it's for resale, so it is goods. Correct.
Goods.
So furniture comes in, or you can write goods comes in. And affects which account?
Purchases account.
Yes, because it is purchased for resale, it will affect purchases account. And second question, what will you ask to yourself?
What goes out?
Do we get the answer to what goes out?
No.
Why? Why?
Because it is a credit transaction.
Yes, because it's a credit transaction, we cannot say cash goes out. Ask the next question.
What income?
Do you get the
No,
answer?
sir.
Income?
No, sir.
Ask the third question.
Who is the giver?
Who is
Dinesh
the-
Furniture.
Yes, who is the giver? Dinesh Furniture Mart is the giver. Dinesh Furniture Mart is the giver. Affects which account?
Dinesh Furniture
Dinesh
account.
Furniture Mart account. Yes, now 8th one. Harjagta, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It is a
In order.
it is economic activity.
Yes.
It is a non-economic activity.
Yes, non-economic transaction because receiving or giving an order does not involve money right now. So receiving an order is a non-economic transaction. And non-economic transaction means it will not have any two effects. Two effects will be there for only economic transactions. Now 9th one, sold goods to Virat rupees 10,000. So first of all, Akshat, is it a cash transaction or a
Credit transaction.
all of you write down credit transaction. Why credit transaction, Akshat?
Sir, because the name is given.
Because name is given. Now, what is the first question you'll ask yourself?
What comes in?
What comes in? Do you get the answer?
No, sir.
No, because cash cannot come in as
Cash.
it is a credit transaction. Second question, what will you ask to yourself?
Which expenses?
Which expense? Do you get the answer?
No, sir.
No. Now, which is the third question you'll ask to yourself?
Who is the receiver?
Who is the receiver here?
Virat.
Yes. So effect is Virat is the receiver. Affects which account?
Virat's account.
Virat's account. Is everyone clear with that? All of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what is the second effect? First question you'll ask to yourself.
What goes out?
What goes out?
Goods goes out.
Goods goes out and affects which account?
Sales account.
Sales account. Now, received cash from Virat. Okay. Now, this is again a cash transaction because the word
Cash is.
cash is given.
Sir,
Yes. Vyo.
uh,
First question, what will you ask to yourself?
what comes in?
What comes in?
Cash comes in.
Yes, we have received cash. So all of you write down cash comes in. Affects which account?
Cash account.
Cash account. Second effect, what is the first question you'll ask to yourself?
What goes out?
Do you get the answer what goes out?
No, sir.
Second question,
Which income?
do you get the answer for which income is earned?
No, sir.
Third question,
Who is given?
who is the giver?
Virat.
We have received cash from Virat, so Virat is the giver.
One.
Affects
Virat's account.
Virat's account. Are you all able to understand this, everyone?
Yeah.
Now see, here did we sell goods to Virat on credit or not?
No.
In ninth transaction, did we sell goods to Virat on credit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in future, will he pay the money or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is what is happening. In future, out of this 10,000, he is paying us 5,000. You understand this? So when we sold goods to Virat on credit, it was a credit transaction. But in future, when he pays us the money, it becomes cash transaction.
Yes. And yes.
Are you all able to understand it? Today, if you buy something on credit, in future, will you pay the money or not? So at that point of time, when you finally pay the money, it will become cash transaction. Next one, let's do some more. Kashak. Kashak.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Paid salary to an accountant. First of all, tell me, is it cash or credit transaction?
Cash.
Yes. By which rule?
Because it's paid salary.
Yes. Expense. Third rule, service. We are taking the services of an accountant and paying him the money. So services are generally cash transactions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, for the first effect, what is the first question you'll ask to yourself?
What comes in?
Do you get the answer? What comes in?
No, sir.
Which is the second question you'll ask to yourself?
Which expense?
Which expense is incurred?
Salary.
Yes. In fact, what comes in? Service comes in. Do you take the services of an accountant or not?
Yes.
That results into the second question. If you take services, which expense is incurred? Salary.
Salary.
First effect, salary is an expense. Affects which account?
Expense account. Oh, salary.
Salary account. Particularly, you have to write the name of expense in the name of account. Salary account. Okay. Now, what is the second effect? First question you'll ask to yourself.
What goes out?
What goes out over here?
Oh, cash.
Yes, so we do get the answer. Okay. What goes out?
Cash goes out.
Cash goes out, and that affects which account?
Cash account.
Cash account. So, Druhi Roy,
Yes, sir.
paid lease rent. First of all, cash or credit?
Cash.
Yes, again, expenses involved. As per the third rule, it's a cash transaction. Services are generally cash. What is the first question you'll ask to yourself?
What comes in?
What comes in? Do you get the answer?
No.
Second question,
What expense?
which expense?
Service.
But which expense you'll sell? Rent is an expense.
Rent.
Service comes in, but the name of expense is rent. So rent is an expense. Affects which account?
Rent.
Rent account. For the second effect, what is the first question you'll ask to yourself?
What goes out?
So what goes out?
Cash.
Cash goes out. Affects which account?
Cash.
Cash account. Okay. So homework you all will note down now. Till 19. 13 to 19 is your homework. All of you, what is your homework?
13 to 19.
13 to 19 you have to do. Did you all take from 13 to 16?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
17, 18 and 19, take it now. Done everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Yes, sir.